The local version of World War II is told through a book by David Israel, a Medford resident. It's called The Day the Thunderbird Cried. And David joins us in the SOPT studios today. David, this is called Untold Stories of World War II. Why are the stories untold?
One of the best stories that was untold involved a group of GIs that went into the Dachau concentration camp. They had been hardened veterans, and they were so upset, they were so disturbed by what they saw when they went into the camp that a number of Germans were lined up against the wall and a shooting took place. For many, many years, nobody really knew what happened. The soldiers were told if they shot unarmed Germans, they would go to jail for 30 years in Leavenworth. And that's one of the untold stories of what happened to those boys.
Well, the stories in your book are being made generously available to viewers of SOPTV by David Israel for a $50 pledge. To obtain a copy of this book, call the number on your screen, make a pledge, and we'll send you a copy of The Day the Thunderbird Cried. David, how do you feel that the focus on the war is perhaps changing people's perspective on World War II right now?
Well, many people are identifying with the Iraqi war, with the boys, what they see on television every day, and they're identifying that with their parents and their grandparents and great-grandparents of what they went through in World War II. So that's the similarity.
And there's much more to read about in your book, and we hope that people will take this opportunity to obtain a copy of The Day the Thunderbird Cried by calling the number on your screen for a $50 pledge. Join us at SOPTV through the support of your viewership and your dollars for this book. I want to thank you, David, for talking to us about your book today, The Day the Thunderbird Cried.
Thank you.
SOPTV is airing Ken Burns' series The War, and we're also talking today with David Israel, who is a Medford resident, who's written a book called The Day the Thunderbird Cried, Untold Stories of World War II. And David is generously offering this book to our members for a $50 pledge. David, why are these stories untold?
Well, after the war ended, there were any number of American GI outfits that claimed they liberated this particular concentration camp named Dachau. I traced down 20 different American outfits that each one said they liberated Dachau, and that's what got me on the quest of finding out what really happened.
Now, your book is full of interesting, fascinating, and unusual information. What's the response to this?
The response has been tremendous, from my youngest reader, who happened to be an 11-year-old girl, to a 97-year-old woman who was thrilled with reading the book, and as soon as she finished, she said, "I can't wait to start it over again."
Now, I assume you're watching Ken Burns' series The War,
I am.
along with many of the rest of us in the Rogue Valley. What do you feel is the significance of this program at this time?
Well, the reality of that everybody was unified in what took place in World War II, and everybody was involved in winning World War II. We were unified as fingers on a fist of a hand. It was great. The feeling was great of America.
The Day the Thunderbird Cried, Untold Stories of World War II is Medford resident David Israel's experiences in World War II and the result of a lot of exploration and information that he's gathered. And it's made available to viewers of SOPTV for a $50 pledge. You can obtain this book by calling the number on your screen, expressing your support for SOPTV and the kind of programming that you're enjoying today. Thank you, David.
Thank you.